DIYable, customizable merch. Does anything make more sense for me to release than that? No, I think not. This is drop 2 of my creator merch, and this is perfect for creatives of all ages. I didn't make coloring books. I made coloring shirts and sweatshirts and duffel bags and backpacks and totes that are totally customizable. So you guys are gonna be able to color them in. You can leave things blank and let it be white. You can color things in black. You can blend. Look at all the blending. It is such a fun activity to get you like really in touch with your creativity, with your childlike side, and also to have a really super cozy, super smushy, one-of-a-kind piece. I saw a couple of brands that I really love that had this sort of childlike, artsy, like streetwear. And I was like, God, I love that. It's so fun. It's so cool. My brother-in-law was wearing this really cool unicorn shirt. And I'm like, man, that looks like it was drawn right on the sweatshirt. That's really cool. Wait a minute. And all of a sudden I thought, wouldn't it be really fun to create a designed sweatshirt that could then be colored in by the buyer? So the buyer becomes the DIYer. Wouldn't that be perfect? And that set me off on this journey. This makes for the best gift, and it's just in time for the holidays. So you guys can place your orders right now and it will deliver to you in time for the holidays. And it's like a little DIY kit.
Ready, action.
All right, well, he's my director. Blake and Connor have been dying to color them, and I told them they couldn't do it until we filmed it because I wanted to share with you guys exactly how it works. So when you go on the site, you'll see there's multiple colors of each item that you can pick. You can do all white like this, or you can have the background be a color that works with your style. Now, all you need are permanent markers. On the website, you'll see the markers that I suggest, but if you have Sharpies at home, that totally works. If you have fabric markers, that totally works. So whatever you want. When you're doing the t-shirt, you guys, you wanna get either a piece of cardboard, or I'm just using like an old cutting board that I don't actually really ever use, but I have. And you're gonna put it in. That's gonna help give you like a smooth surface. And what that also helps is it prevents the color from seeping through the front to the back. I have yet to even have it go through the front, but still, just to be safe, you wanna put something there to do it. And the reason I love this as a gift so much is it's not only a gift, it's also an activity. So you give this smushy, soft, cozy sweatshirt and also the activity of customizing and making your own one-of-a-kind piece. And the creativity that allows for is amazing. Like Connor did these rainbow tiers, which I just never would have thought of. So it really is an opportunity to get really connected to your creative side and have some fun. One of the favorite things that I did is this planet because I blended out the colors. I love the way it looks blended out. It feels like it looks painted, even though I'm just using markers. Now you can see I have a mix of random markers, and I'm gonna link a few different options that you guys can use, but really all you need are either permanent markers or fabric markers. Paint pens are gonna be really cool too if you wanna use paint pens, and the colors will actually be a little bit more saturated as well. One thing you're gonna wanna do is heat set this when you're done. So after everything is done, either throw it in the dryer on high heat for about an hour or heat set with an iron. You'll just wanna put a thin protective cloth in between the actual color and the iron, hold in place for about 10 to 20 seconds per section, and then move on to the next. Don't rub your iron. Now, another thing I suggest is laying out your markers before you color to get a sense of like balance and color, what would look good where. Another thing that you can do is on the inside of your sweatshirt somewhere, test the colors to see what the color is actually gonna look like on fabric, because sometimes it's slightly different than it looks on a piece of paper. Now with yellow is one of the only colors that's gonna fade a little bit in the wash. So you'll either need to just give it a little more love after you wash it a few times, just go back in there with the marker and liven it up, or you could use a paint pen like this. This is a yellow paint pen. This is the only one that I used a paint pen on. The markers work for everything, and again, you might just need to give it a little love after you wash it. Now, one thing that you can do as well is outline things. So some of these I literally just outlined like within, like I didn't want to color these flowers in entirely, so I outlined them, but you could go in and outline additional things. Like I could go around that entire peace sign and add like a shadow of my own. So while there are drawings on here, you can absolutely start to add in all of your own elements anywhere that you want. Blakey loved doing a lot of it in rainbow. She left the unicorn body white. I left the skull white. For the letters here, I wanted black. Like I felt like I had plenty of color going on throughout my sweatshirt, so I thought the kindness is king would look really cool, kind of weighed down with black. I also added patterns into things, and another really cool option would be using washable markers. You could actually do the entire thing in washable markers, throw it in the wash, and then start over and have it as a constantly evolving activity.
Okay, so when I
look at the today is a great day to have a great day. I think of rainbows. There's outlines, so like I would do red, the outline would be orange, so then the next letter would be orange, and then yellow, blue, and then that's how I went for the entire thing for this.
I love it. Perfect.
I want more.